Big thing about it is that we went to an environment we hadn't been in before and playing against a very quality 5A program. Coach Battles does a great job with those guys, and they were very athletic. And we did not play bad. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't make a lot of mental mistakes. We just didn't catch that break and make those plays when we needed to make them offensively, get the ball in the end zone. And but overall, I'm really pleased with where we were. I didn't think the lights handled it. Bothered us. I didn't think that the big stadium and being Tallassee didn't bother us. We weren't intimidated. We played fast. We played hard. We were very physical. So the positives of it is that I thought we were physically prepared for the game. We weren't quite clicking on all cylinders just yet. But what a great atmosphere for us to play in. That's a playoff type atmosphere, which is what we wanted. We're looking at our non-region schedule is really tough, and so we know that that's going to be kind of a very good way or a very good game to use as a stepping stone to move forward. I think the biggest thing offensively was we had so many guys that hadn't played on Friday night before that were out there for the first time, and we had to evaluate them. We had to see how they treated the pressure and how they treated the game. We had to go back as a coaching staff, especially offensively, and see how we called the game. How many of our athletes touched the ball? How many touches did they get? How did we spread the field horizontally and vertically? How did we challenge what they were doing defensively? So there's a lot of things that we were able to go back and analyze, especially on the offensive side of the ball, of who didn't touch the ball enough, who needs to touch it more, who do we need to sub and when we need to sub them. How do we handle our play calls? What could we have called offensively to put us in a little bit better play? I think defensively is not much different. There's so many guys that played their first Friday night football game, especially an opening football game that Friday night. And it gets a very quality opponent, so it was great. It was great to get them thrown in the fire and see who was going to react. How did each individual player handle the pressure of Friday night, especially in that environment? So that's great because we got to see who can and who can't, and who still needs more work, and who can we count on, and who we still need to continue to coach hard. So I think in that aspect, that's really where we got to go. We're not going to lose our identity. We're going to be who we are. We're going to continue to fight through who we are. There are some things that we have to do to take advantage of what we do as a team and as a whole. To our strengths, but overall I'm really pleased with where we are this week. I think we had a great week of practice with making those adjustments and trying to get those players in the right situations and put ourselves in a situation where we can get that ball to those ball players.
Well, I feel like we played a pretty good game, and I feel like we had a lot of energy coming towards the game, and I don't feel like anybody was scared or timid, but we didn't. I think we underestimated our opponents just a little bit more than we were supposed to, and so we came out and we didn't execute everything, and we didn't finish all the drives that we had to finish, and we had good plays and we had a lot of yards, but we should have put the ball more in the end zone. And when we was in the 10-yard line, we should have kept pushing. We was probably tired of everything. But other than that, I feel like we're pretty good.
The biggest approach was when we walked out of our meetings on Sunday afternoon that the last game we just played was over with, and we learned from it. We found our mistakes. We found what we need to do to get better. That was the biggest lesson, is that game's done. It's over with. Let's go to the next one. We understand that game is there to make us better for the playoffs, and that our meal ticket of where we want to go and our goals lie in region play, and we have to win the region or get ourselves in a good position to win the region and play high so we can get a good playoff seed. That's what we're looking forward to do, and looking forward to home Friday night. There's nothing like playing at home, especially in Knight Stadium. And I'm really excited for our fans and our people that are going to be able to be there and be supportive of us. And that's kind of who we are. Our identity is us in the all black, and coming out in that uniform and out beneath that helmet. And that's something I know our guys looking forward to it. The last 2 years we were fortunate to play at home first, and so it's really good to get back at home with our fans and the outstanding people that we have supporting our football program.
For the defense, I think we played lights out except for 5-6 plays, and those are plays that were 45, 35 yards that the ball got thrown up and they came down with and scored. No big drives came. They didn't have too many first downs on us. They just caught lucky breaks, and we didn't come down with as many as they did. But our team's young, and we're not playing with a lot of size, but we're playing with speed, and we're hungry. And I think that taking a loss kind of like that, where you know you could have won, really kind of fuels you to not let that happen again.
I think the biggest thing, we got to continue to protect the football. We did a really good job of that Friday night. We got to continue to do that and making that a priority. But the next thing is we got to spread the ball out a lot better than we did last week. We've got to be able to get the ball in our playmakers' hands, and we got to spread the field, both sideline and vertically. And we got to take advantage when we have the numbers up front that we have. We need to finish our blocks and make sure we're blocking downfield to get that. We've had several big plays last week, but we didn't finish the big play because we just didn't quite get that downfield block. So we worked hard all week on pushing the fact that we've got to finish the play and pursue the ball, even on offense. Pursue the ball, get downfield, and make that great block that's going to spring our guys to the end zone.
We're just practicing fast and physical, making sure that we're not underestimating practice and we're being like we're playing a game. We're playing practice as a game, So we have game time, we have more experience now, so we'll be able to come to that game and execute how we need to do it because we did it in practice. You practice how you play, so geez.
Our defense was really tenacious last week. Those guys played hard. They rallied to the ball. We saw no problem with our guys' effort. I think the biggest thing is with that is continue to work on our rotations, continue to put those guys in great situations. We don't really know a lot about Anniston because they haven't played. They didn't play spring game, they didn't play Jamboree, so we don't have tape on this year's team. And so we spent a lot of our week working on us. We wanted to make sure what we did and the identity that we have is better and it's fine-tuned. And we're able to create a little bit more depth in some positions. And, it's that, be who you are. And our defense is tenacious, go get the ball and play your tails off. And that's what they're going to go do Friday night.
Don't take anything off. As a defense, we're trying to get better, but we're also out there, giving what we can to the offense to help them. And, we've got good, athletic, strong guys on special teams, so, we don't take off on that. Every part of the game, we try to get better at every day. We made our kickers up down yesterday because they didn't kick the ball right. So, we're not taking off. We're doing what we can to make every side of the ball and every aspect of the game as hard and as, just complete and sound as it can be.
First home game, y'all. Let's continue to break that attendance record every year, and really looking forward to tonight. And we're excited about what's going to happen, and excited about everybody's going to show up. So come on out, Night Nation. Keep supporting your Knights.
It's going to be a thrill. We're going to show a lot of intensity. We're not going to be displeased. You're going to be very entertaining. Every play is going to be heart-dropping. Every single one. Every ball that we throw, every ball that we run, every ball that the defense picks off and turns over and all that stuff. So it's going to be a very exciting game, and you come out and support us.
If you want to see some big hits, some big plays, then you definitely need to come out. Last year, people didn't want to play us at home, and we've got a real different schedule because people didn't want to come back and have to deal with that aspect and that intensity. So, everybody come out, make it the same, make it worse for them, and go Knights.